Good morning, Hoover Elementary. Dr. G here on Hawk TV, wishing you all a very happy Wednesday. At this time, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, please remain standing for a brief moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, everybody. Dun, dun, dun. What's that? All right, we got a couple things going on, a couple things to talk about. First of all, great job with the fire drill yesterday. Couple of things the fire department mentioned. When we leave the classroom for a fire drill, we got to make sure that the door is shut. And that means that if you have to take that magnet down so it can shut all the way, we got to do that. So let's make sure we do that. And if you're the last person out of the whole building, make sure the exterior doors are shut as well. And then you guys are doing a great job lining up in the right spots. But sometimes we have a hard time figuring out which class is where. If you could just step back a little bit, I think there's a white line that's part of the walking track. If you could step back and make that where you start your line, that's where the line leader could be, then we'll be able to see whether you're in B10 or B11 or B12. But if you're standing on the numbers, it's hard for us to say like, hey, is B10 here? Is B11 here? So let's step back a little bit so we can see you. All right. Great job. So today is Wednesday. It's February 17th. It's day 4. All right. We're doing great. And couple of reminders. I had some people call me up and say, hey, Dr. G, are we still doing, like a health symptom check on like a daily basis? Answer, yes. You should get an email every day from Ms. Burkholder. All students, all parents, all staff. And I'm just going to kind of go over that with you, okay? Just as a little reminder. So it's all about symptoms, okay? Symptoms are sort of like when you're not feeling well, okay? Like maybe you got some germs or something. So if you have a cough, if you are having shortness of breath, if you are having difficulty breathing, if you are having trouble smelling things, if you're having trouble tasting things, if you have any one of those, cough is one of them, you should stay home, okay? We've got the Canvas program, we've got the Zoom program, we'll catch you up, but you should stay home. Hopefully you'll get better, and then maybe the next day you can come in. Hey, I don't have a cough anymore. I can come back in. But if you have a cough, even a little cough, you should not be at Hoover. Let me say that again. If you have a cough, even a little cough, you should not be at Hoover, okay? Now, we have another list of symptoms. These are the group B symptoms. Here, if you have 2 or more of these symptoms, you should stay home, okay? And this is for everybody, students, staff, principals, everybody. So the first most important one is fever. If you have a fever, okay, that's one of the 2 things that would keep you home. If you have chills, so if you have a fever and chills, you should stay home, okay? If you have a fever and a headache, you should stay home. If you have a fever and a sore throat, you should stay home. And it could be in any order. So like if you just have a headache and a sore throat, you should stay home. If you have any belly troubles, you should stay home, okay? If you have tiredness, if you're fatigued and congestion or runny nose, if you have any 2 of any of those things, so you could be tired and have a runny nose, stay home. Or you could be tired and have a sore throat, stay home. If you have a headache and you're tired, stay home, okay? So remember, the beautiful thing about our learning situation is if you have some issue, whether it's a cold or whether it's allergies or whether it's anything else, you can stay home. You're not going to miss a thing. You can keep watching the great show of Hoover Education on your Zoom channels, and you can keep doing your Canvas, okay? But we really want to make sure we're keeping all the germs out of Hoover, okay? And we also want to remember that when you're at Hoover, you're always wearing a mask, nice and tight, covering the nose, over the mouth, right? On the ears, nice. All right. And people still say, hey, Dr. G, is this only like during reading, or is this during reading and social studies and science and math? Yes. Dr. G, is this during recess? Yes. Is this when I'm in the hall? Yes. Is this for gym class? Yes. The only time you're going to take this off is if your teacher tells you it's a brief mask break, or you're getting a drink of water, or you're eating lunch or breakfast, all right, or snack time. But it doesn't mean that like you keep it off all the time, right? And we're not doing this because if you're breathing and your nose is showing, germs could get out. So this thing is really cool because what it's doing, it's protecting me, but it's also protecting you guys. So if I'm really a Hoover Hawk and I really want to be respectful, responsible, and safe, I got to make sure I stay home when I'm sick, and I got to make sure I'm wearing my mask the right way, even covering the nose. All right? All right. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.